Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We're going to go through a quick little presentation and introduce you guys to some amazing products in a business that we are all very fond of. Me, Marcy, Deb, and Michelle have a little team here in Nelson, BC that's growing, and we're inviting everybody to come in and join us and have these little chats. So welcome everyone, and we are going to do a little bit of information here. I'm going to share my screen. And then I will tell you a little bit about myself so we're not strangers. Here we go. Can everybody see this?
I see a fast car. That was nice.
Perfect. Okay, so my name is Jamie Cote. Like I said, I'm from Nelson, BC, and I'm part of this amazing group with Marcy and Deb. And we're with a company called New Age. I myself have been involved in the company since about August. And for me, it was a big thing. I was living a life for a really long time that I didn't really want to be in. I was an industrial mechanic, and I was working up in Fort McMurray in Canada here, trading my time for money and really not being fulfilled in my life. So this year, it's 2021 right now, and things happened with our economy, and I ended up having to stay home for a while and wasn't getting any income from any of my income sources that I had. So lucky enough, I had met Deb, and she introduced me to New Age, and instantaneously I fell in love with a bunch of the products, and that's why I'm here today to share my experiences with you guys. And it also allows me to build an awesome business from my home where I can always control where my income is coming from. So welcome to New Age. Here we have a holistic approach to network marketing. The three of us have kind of like coined that as our approach because we really believe in mind, body, and soul and that whole connection. I know that for myself, I've found that the more I take care of my body, the more everything else comes together. I started in August a Fit by 40 challenge for myself that I want to be in the best shape of my life by the time I turned 40, and I'm 38 right now. So I'm giving myself 2 years. And I love the fact that I can use these products to do that. As my body gets better and my health gets better, then I find my mind follows, and then there comes the soul as well. So that's what the holistic approach means in the 360 degree view here. Here we have an expert panel of experts, a scientific advisory board. I really liked that when I found out about these guys because with a company that I didn't really know much about, I didn't know why should I choose these products over other products. And as soon as I heard Deanna Latson talk, our chief product officer, I really knew that these products were for me. What they do is they do all the hard work of testing what should go together and what works the best. And it makes sure that there's efficacious levels of everything of these products, which means there's enough of any of these ingredients to actually do something. Some of these bigger pharma companies just put a sprinkle of this or a sprinkle of that to say that it's in the product, but it doesn't actually do anything to you because there isn't enough in it. So this advisory board is not only making sure that the products have the right amounts in it, but they're actually making sure that the ingredients are working together to actually do something to you. So I really love that about these guys. Here we have our certifications, the RX seal of approval. It guarantees 100% potency till the expiration date, which is pretty amazing. If you look at products that are on the shelves, again, you'll see that sometimes it'll say there's only half of the amount by the expiration date. So things that consumers aren't doing is looking at these, and something I didn't really know until I got into this industry myself. Of course, in the States, we're FDA approved. And NSF they're a third party tester. So pretty much if a company chooses to send their products to NSF, they test the product and they write a paper on it, whether it's good or bad. So it just means that a company is being truly transparent with their products and what's actually in them. So that's amazing. Here we're actually a house of brands as well. We've chosen to go this way so that whatever speaks to you, whatever product speaks to you, you can use it and if you choose, you can offer these products to other people, because that's what this whole industry is about. Is it's about referrals. I'm sure any one of you have either gone to a restaurant or gone to a movie, and if you really like it, then you refer it to your friends. And that's the exact same thing here. You try some of these products, and if you really like them, then you refer them to your friends. And it's a pretty amazing business concept and super simple when it's broken down that way. Here we're in a couple different industries. We're going to start with the health and wellness industry. It's a $4.2 trillion industry. And this here is actually where I really connected with some of the products. So the first product here was actually Limu. And Deb introduced me to this product the first day, and it tastes amazing. And instantaneously when I tried it, I had amazing sleeps. But Deb, I want you to tell us a little bit more about what's in it and what experience you and your family have had with this amazing little product.
Well, thanks for letting me jump in on this, Jamie Cote. What I enjoy as a person who lives in the Kootenays is gardening, and that fills my soul. Gardening, getting my hands in the dirt, and growing things and seeing how it enriches our lives just by eating vegetables and fruits from the garden. So when I heard about Limu, which had a seaweed in it from the South Pacific and the Tonga Islands between New Zealand and
Tahiti, is it? Or Fiji?
yeah, no, Fiji. Thank you. Thanks for bailing me out there. And what was cool when you think about it is, see, this particular seaweed, brown seaweed, grows in the ocean, and it grows 3 to 5 to 6 feet a day. I don't have anything in my garden that grows like that. Not in a million years does it do that. And so for me, thinking about it and how they harvest it and how it's a renewable resource, and how the locals are having a local economy, and then it enriches us with this fucoidin, which is the vein in the brown seaweed. And that fucoidin has over 1,900 studies, scientific studies of goodness for our bodies. And that's exactly what happened to me too, Jamie, was that I had an awesome sleep right from the get-go, fell asleep that night, right through the night, which is not typical since I've had children over the years. You kind of wake up to every sound. It's a tropical grapefruit juicy taste with papaya and apple and pear and mango. And it helps the taste of seaweed and the delivery mechanisms to get into the body. And it really has helped me with my asthma that I've had since I was 18 years old, and I have no inflammation in that area, and I've reduced my puffer use along with another product called Vinali. But this was a big game changer last September for myself. And because I had this experience of good sleeps, I was able to kind of pass that on to my dad. And I said, maybe you should try this. So he tried an ounce in the morning, and he said the same thing, that he was able to get awesome sleeps. And in turn, we suggested it to my mom. So they're 85 and 83. And she has suffered with psoriasis for at least 20 some odd years. And in the last 10 years, been on a severe chemotherapy type drug to deal with psoriatic arthritis and also her psoriasis that is all over her body, and in particular all over her back, all over her arms, all over her legs. She flakes all day long, and she's in pain from arthritis, but also from this, and it's sore, red, and it looks like a bad burn. And long story short, she reluctantly tried it. And the one thing that she did tell me recently is, because of the drug that she is on, it changes her taste buds so that tropical fruit taste that we have tastes bitter, tastes like bitter lemons to her. So she only has an ounce where I would have 2 to 4 ounces a day. And within the week, actually within 3 days, she said, but coincidentally, I think I'm not flaking as much, but that must be just a coincidence. And a week later, she noticed that her rash or her psoriasis was not as inflamed as it typically is. And flash to 2 months now, it's almost all gone. And she shows it to me all the time on her arms. There's nothing there. Her skin is soft. It's not bumpy and raisin. And, but her back still has some. And we're hoping, you know, within time that her back, it has reduced significantly. There's not sores. There's no flaking. There is some inflammation, that too will disappear as she goes along and keeps drinking this amazing Fucoidian rich drink.
Amazing. I
Mhm.
love that story. It's probably helped all of us when we tried it, and the fact that it helped your mom without her even like wanting it to do that for her psoriasis is amazing.
Yeah,
Very cool.
like we didn't expect it. We were just hoping she'd have a good sleep. This was
Yeah.
something we didn't expect. So it was a pleasant surprise.
Hmm. That's the thing I hear about with a lot of these products is like people try them not really knowing, and it cures a whole bunch of different things. Like here we have it boosts boosts immunity, supports joint mobility, scavenges free radicals, increased energy, increased stem cell mobilization, protects the skin, reduces inflammation, and supports better sleep. Reduced inflammation is so huge right now in our society because of these inflammatory diets that people are on, and anything to reduce that inflammation is huge. Which brings me to our
That's a
next
good point.
product tonight, which is MOA, which I have right here. It's the most handy little pack that I'll never live without again. My story was I have had gout for like the last, I don't know, I'd probably say 6 or 7 years. For those of you who don't know what gout is, it's inflammation, kind of like arthritis, where it's uric acid that builds up in your joints. And I'll go to bed feeling great, and then all of a sudden in the middle of the night, it'll feel like someone smashed my toe with a sledgehammer, or my ankle. I never realized how much pain I could actually be in like that, and it's to the point where you can't walk, or sorry, I can't walk, and it sticks around for 6 days, 7 days sometimes, and it's super painful. So this summer there was a point when I was at work and I was taking 1,000 milligrams of Advil a day. So as soon as I'd wake up, I'd take it, and I take it every 12 hours. I just kind of thought that this is what it was going to be. This is what my life was going to be like. I thought I was just getting old, and kind of gave in. And like I said, I met Deb, and she had all these amazing products. Asked which ones I wanted to try, and I just said all of them. And then about 3 weeks after drinking the Limu, and then taking the MOA, instead of walking down the stairs like a 90-year-old with my hand on the railing and one step at a time, I was actually running down the stairs in the morning. And now every morning is like that for me. I go down the stairs, and I'll never forget what it used to be like. I'll never forget how I used to walk down and just be like, I feel like I'm 90 years old and I'm 38. So that's my like connection with these products, and how big of a transformation it was for me. Some of the things that are in there, I did my own research with the gout, and the one thing that kept on coming up was the turmeric root, and that's in here. Things like the tart cherry. I'm supposed to take cherry all the time to break down the uric acid, and there's also the other Accelera cherry. Accelera, I have a hard time saying that.
I do too.
But also this year, I was also doing research on mushrooms, and found that lion's mane mushrooms actually rebuild our neural pathways in our brain, and they have a lion's mane mushroom in here. So just those ingredients alone, if I was to go source those out and make like a little concoction itself, it would be too much for me to do. I probably wouldn't do it. Actually, I know I wouldn't do it. Not only that, but with the other things that are in here, like the acai and the black currant and the noni, they've put all of these together, and they've just made a crazy superfood that for me, the other day I had a gout flare up, and what I call a flare up is I can kind of feel it coming, and that's the point where I take 1,000 milligrams of Advil, and instead I just took 3 of these in one day, and yeah, it never came on. So if you guys know anybody that suffers from gout, we can't cure anything, nor am I saying that this cures stuff, but this is my experience with it, and I will never live without it again. So like they say here, it's good for anti-aging, healthy digestion, immune support, reduce stress, improve sleep, improve brain function, cardiovascular health, and reduced inflammation again. So yeah, anybody that has any types of problems with with mobility or joint pain or anything, just get them to try a couple of these packages, maybe say 5 throughout the week, and just see what happens. It's a pretty amazing business card, actually. That's what I love using it for. Here's another one of our flagship products called Elite. It's pretty much one of the ones that most people have see the biggest improvement with as well. Like Deb, do you have any stories with this one?
I sure do. In our household, my sister-in-law lives in our suite downstairs, and she started taking it about 3 years ago. She checked the ingredients with her pharmacist to make sure the medicine that she was taking from her doctor, it would be okay. And her doctor followed her in her month journey with Elite. And she has type 2 diabetes and insulin. So this actually regulated her diabetes so that it wasn't spiking at 20, 21, and brought it down between the 5 and 7 range, and sometimes 10, but was way better than 20. And then also her blood pressure pills were lowered as well. So she's had great results with this. Bruce, who's a bylaw officer in town, my husband, he takes this every day too, because it has a mood enhancer, ashwagandha, and ashwagandha makes him a happy bylaw officer. So he's a guy that doesn't like to give tickets. He's a guy that wants to meet you and say hello and take pictures and that kind of stuff, being kind of the tour guide.
Awesome. And that's the thing, like the products just speak for themselves. Just have a try of something, and if it works, that's amazing. And if it doesn't, then try something else and see if that works. Because I know with the Elite, I tried drinking it a lot. And I just didn't find that it really did anything, because I was taking everything and I didn't know which one was kind of doing anything. So I'd stop one thing for a while and start another thing. And yeah, it's like, this one doesn't speak to me, so I don't do it all the time. And it's like, that's totally awesome. Like, find out which one does. I think that's the most important thing. Here from the weight loss industry, it's amazing that we've all had our experiences with this one. These 2 little bottles down here are so huge. These are all of our pictures here. I never thought I'd ever have a picture of me in my underwear on the internet, but there it is. And I'm super stoked. That was a 6 weeks transformation there. And now like that picture on the right is pretty much my level right now for now, until I reach the next level. So it's pretty cool. Marcy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfect. Do you mind giving a little chat on the 2 bottles down there?
Yeah, for sure. Those 2 bottles are pretty important in my life. What started me with RX, New Age RX, and that and the Elite you spoke about just a minute ago. I was in a high stress corporate job, and the Elite actually helped me calm down and be happier person. And just about a week after starting with the Elite, somebody introduced me to these drops. And so I thought, well, what have I got to lose? Well, as you can see from the first picture, I had a lot to lose. A lot. So that's me up there in the top left right-hand corner. And so I thought, I've just got to try something. I was just tired of being tired. I was tired of not being able to tie my shoes or walk a block or anything like that. So I thought, well, I'm going to try these drops. There's supposed to be some special formula that helps. I knew there was something wrong with my hormones. I knew there was something wrong with within my body. It needed a cleanse and stuff like that. So it has a food plan, and it's all a healthy eating plan. Some people liken it to the oh gosh, I can't remember the name of that diet, but anyways, it's a clean eating plan for sure. And that was pretty much it. You take a drop, a couple of drops before 20 minutes before your meal, and then you take the second drop just before your meal, and you eat healthy. And in 5 months, I had dropped 81 pounds and 76 inches in 5 months. So my new favorite product is up there on the top right-hand corner, which is Limu. That's the Limu Burn. And with this product, I just find that I have such clear thinking. There's a little bit of appetite suppressant in there, but the big thing for me is there's 20 grams of protein in it. And that was amazing for a energy type drink. So, well, I guess that's going to be on one of the next slides. But so cylindrized drops, definitely if somebody's looking to lose weight, but more than that, rebalance hormones, cleanse their body, and reset their body. I was just reading an article before the call that it is the first week of February 2021, and that 80% of people who set a New Year's resolution have failed by now. So those people who are failing their weight loss or their reset goal can definitely better or help themselves with this product for sure.
Nice. Yeah, that statistic is so staggering. And I always say that the only way to fail is to quit. And for anybody out there that hears this, just get back on that horse. Like, that's the best advice I can ever give someone. It's like, it's going to be hard. There's going to be issues. You're going to fall off. You're going to think that you failed, but just get on and keep on going again. It's like, that's how you're going to succeed. Lots of people don't know that it takes about 10 tries to reach a goal. And sadly, most people don't even try once to reach the goals. They just think about them. So think about that. To get to that 10th time, a person has to fail 9 times. So failure is part of success, and just keep on going. Here, Marcy was talking a little bit about this $55 billion energy drink market. And this is the only energy drink I know that actually helps you sleep, because there's Fucoidan in there. That was that seaweed that was in the orange Limu drink earlier. So you drink it and it has natural caffeine in it, and it makes you feel good, a nice, solid, like steady pick me up. And then at the end, the Fucoidan helps you sleep at night. So it's probably the best energy drink I've ever had. Well, it is the best energy drink I've ever had. Here we're in the personal care industry. Marcy's got a great story about the toothpaste taking her fear of the dentist away. Which I love that story. And then we have Prime, these essential oils. I haven't gotten into them yet, but I like the fact there's only 5 to choose from rather than 500, which is a little bit overwhelming, especially for a guy like me. And then we all have our Purity water bottles. Usually I have mine all the time. I always drink with it. It's the only way to get clean water from any tap, any source, anywhere. I actually filled it up. I went to the hot springs the other day and I filled it up in the hot springs, which is pretty gross because it's hot springs, and tried drinking it from there just to like see. And
Ooh,
I'm still
look
alive.
at you
so.
go.
Yeah, it was pretty good though, because I could taste the minerals in it, because it only takes out the bad and it leaves all the good in it. So
Right.
yeah, it was pretty cool. I tested it out. It worked.
And you all know that everybody pees in a pool, right? You're brave.
The Australians actually pee in their bottle and drink it, so at least it wasn't
That's
straight.
right. I know they do.
Here we're also in the skincare industry. I think it was one of like the first products that these guys had to like kind of their flagship products. So I know the Lucem there, the roll-on works really good for like burns and stuff like that. So I look forward to trying these products out more in the future. And there's amazing results of so many pictures. So just another thing to try. Here we have incentives. We have a loyalty shopping program where we get points for buying these products, and then we can spend them on more points. There's RX Medical in the States, which is medical insurance, which is huge. RX Travel, we can actually save money on travel, and we can let our friends save money on travel, and it's another perk in the business. And then there's also diamonds, where we can make some commission off of selling diamonds. And yeah. Here, another thing that we're doing is we're not trying to get people to spend more money. What I'm actually looking to do is get my friends to spend money on something that's actually going to work for them. So I asked them, do you spend money on supplements, personal care, clean water, skincare, and essential oils? And most of my friends spend money on 1 or 2 of these things. So they can just try the products and see if they work. And the thing with this is, like I said, it's like, give me a bottle of Advil and give me this. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm choosing to take this now because I gave it a try. And that's the biggest thing, is just not many people are going to say no to trying something. So just let them try it. And if they haven't experienced it, then that's awesome. You just made somebody's life, literally made somebody's life. Here we have co-founders, which build a company. So it's not just like one person. They've developed it in a way that not one of these co-founders can like control the company, and they really have our best interest in mind. I've had a pleasure of speaking with Mark Wilson before, and he's just like, you can just tell he loves what he does. He loves his company. He wants everybody to succeed, and he wants the best for all of us. That's the same with all of them. Whenever you see them speak, you just feel it. They're who they are. They want to do business, and they want to be ethical. So I love it. Here, Marcy always has a good little chat about retirement that, yeah, some of us aren't ready for. I know I'm not. So I'm glad I have a little bit of a head start. But Marcy, what's your thoughts on this this slide?
It is my favorite slide, as you know, as I've spoken to, because it was an eye opener for me. I'm getting very close to retirement. Well, 9 years and a few months and a few hours away. But we have enjoyed in our working lives, we've enjoyed tropical vacations and stuff like that. And I really had this dream of doing more of that when I retire. So when I saw these numbers that I'm going to need invested money into my future, I panicked. I freaked out because, like most baby boomers there on the bottom left, $88,000 is what I had and what I'm working with. And I thought that, hey, that's pretty good, considering our retirement options and money that comes in through the Canadian government, what have you. I thought that was pretty good. Nowhere near, because to continue with the lifestyle that we love, I would love, anybody would, $5,000 per month. That affords us to do the traveling and save some money and extended healthcare, stuff like that. I need $1.2 million invested. As you can see, I'm a little bit off. So one of the reasons that I got involved in residual income and with New Age is to try to build that investment, that money saved for our retirement. It was an impactful slide for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. And it's reality. I mean, like when I was young, I was never thinking about it. And now it's time. It's probably time when we're 18 to start saving a little bit all the time. But you know what? It's better late than never. So here we go. And it's time to get healthy. Let's stay hydrated, eat clean and exercise, accomplish through focus and planning, love being in the moment, purposeful thought, and health, heal through rest and relaxation. Those are some pretty amazing like statements. And it's like, it's one of those things that like, I think everybody kind of knows what they should be doing. I hate the word should, but it's true. And just having it broken down in like, it's simple steps that doing the little simple steps get us to our big goals. And I believe that that eating healthy is probably one of the most important things we can do for our health. Now, this is literally the most perfect time in the world to get involved in something like this. Literally, like I said at the beginning, it's like, if anything here speaks to you in these products and you've ever thought of building a business from home where you're your own boss and you can do it your way, right now is the time. It's like with the economy and the things the way they are, we have to build our own income. And that's what this offers. Like imagine working from home. I'm sure there's lots of people that might even have kids. I know my girlfriend, she wants to work at home because she wants to see her kids grow up. She doesn't want to take her kids to a daycare all the time and have somebody else raising her kids. So being able to work from a laptop and choosing when she puts the hours in is huge for her. So how do we get started with this? It's pretty simple. We pick a pack and have an experience. We create our own transformation story by consuming the products and then share our excitement and results. Just like I said at the beginning, you try something. If it works for you, then you refer a friend. And then if it works for them, then they refer a friend. It's just a big referral program, which is probably the best way to do business, because I know if a friend comes to me and says anything like, you should check out this movie, you should check out this restaurant, I'm going to do it rather than listening to a commercial on TV. So that's the power of what we do. So here's the question. Do you know 4 people who want to get healthy, retire, lose weight, make money, or travel? I mean, I know people who want to do all that stuff. And that's a big goal for me, where in 5 years, I'm going to have a business built that I can literally do when I'm in my van in Mexico. Everywhere you can get internet nowadays, everywhere in the world. I remember traveling back in the day where we had to go to like internet coffee shops, and you got to use like 5 minutes worth of internet, but now it's everywhere. So you can literally build a business from anywhere. We have a culture that's fun, flexible, and full of rewards. So I can't wait till our world opens up again to travel and we can go around and connect with everybody on a personal basis. I really hope that we're all going to be very grateful for when the world gets back to normal and we don't waste it like I did before, I guess. And we succeed as a team, which is huge. It was Napoleon Hill that said, "It is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed." And that statement really rings true to me. It's like, I know that for me to succeed, I have to find those other people that want this opportunity and help them succeed. So the statement's just amazing. So that's it. I want to thank you guys for coming tonight and listening to our little presentation. Whoever invited you to this call will get back to you, and you guys can just have a little chat and see if any of these products spoke to you or not. So on that note, I want you guys to have a good night, and we'll see you later. Bye.